guys, and welcome to Aussie Reviews. Well, today I'm checking out the Leupold LTO Tracker Thermal Monocular. So this is it here, guys. This is the exclusive Australian review of this. It's not even on the market here yet. It will be very shortly. So let's go ahead and unbox it and show you what it comes with. Okay, so not too much in the pack, pretty straightforward. We've obviously got some information here. I guess it's more on the specs and a little bit about the controls. So combination of, I guess, promotional material and instructions all in one. Then we've got the LTO itself. Okay, so let's have a look up close here, guys. Very compact unit, just under 14.5 centimeters or 5.6 inches in length. It is a 30mm tube. Now it only weighs 212 grams or 7.4 ounces. Now the thermal sensor is 206 by 156 and the detection distance is advertised at 600 yards. So we'll certainly test that out in this review. The field of view is 21 degrees and the thermal detection range is from minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 40 degrees Celsius to plus 572 degrees Fahrenheit or 300 degrees Celsius. Now the actual operating temperature of this monocular is minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 20 degrees Celsius to 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. So yeah, look, it's pretty much going to operate in, sort of most temperatures unless you go into the real, I guess, sub-cold areas, which really isn't applicable here in Australia. You don't find many areas that are under minus 4 here. Now the frame rate is at 30 Hertz. It is a fixed focus, however it does have a 6x digital zoom. We'll show you that later on in the review as well. Now the actual display here is 1.2 inches or 1.22 to be exact, and the display resolution is 240 by 204. So look, it's definitely not like full high definition by any means, but in a little unit like this, it's still enough that you can see what's going on. Now there's 6 color palettes with this, and it takes a couple of seconds to start, so I'll just hit the start button here, just hold it down, and then you'll see it comes on there. Okay, so at the moment it's on green. Now the button on the far left, you've got 3 buttons on the top. Button on the far left goes through those different modes. Now of course it's just face down at the mat here, so you're not really going to see anything, but I just want to show you the 6 different color palettes. Okay, so it's white, so it actually comes up at the top there, white, so you know what you're using. Then you've got black, high white, high black, red, and then back to green. So I'll put it in high white. Okay, we just want to run an experiment here. So obviously, with your hand and everything, there's some heat. So, you can see that through there. Now, if I put my hand on the mat here, it's like so, just for a few seconds, obviously there's going to be some sort of heat transitioning into that rubber. Okay, so now if we take that off, look at that. Just see the glimpse of the heat there? So it does actually pick it up, which I think is really cool. When I first took this out of the box, that's the first thing I played with. I thought, just how cool is that? So anyhow, it runs off a CR123 battery, and you get about 10 hours of runtime. Now there is an auto shut-off feature after 15 minutes of inactivity. Now warranty, guys, you got a 5-year electronics warranty, and this is made proudly in the USA. So the price point here in Australia is going to be about $999. So you're not going to get much change out of $1,000, and they should be released to the public very, very soon. So anyhow, enough talk about it, guys. Let's get out on the farm now because I really want to put this to the test. Okay, so let's start with the basics here, guys. So we're just looking at Coop. Aren't we, Cooper? Eh? So we've just got on the high white, and he's only about probably 4 or 5 meters from me here. So what I'll do is I'll just go through the different modes here just so you can see. Let's go to high black, red, green, white, black, and then back to high white. So, you know, it would be ideal if you're walking along the field, you've actually, you know, shot some game of a night, it's in long grass or whatever. This would be perfect for that, to be able to walk along and be able to find your game, because there's still going to be heat signature with it. Okay, so now we're looking at 60 yards away. The cattle are all lying on the ground, so there's a fair bit of heat signature here. Now, what you'd have to be a little bit careful of is just your target identification once it starts going out. Now, it's a little bit hard to focus on all of this, you know, using the camera, as in the video camera I'm talking about. It is actually just that slight, little bit clearer when you're actually looking straight through the LTO. So let's change through the modes here. Okay, so there's your high black, there's red, there's the green, and white, and finally black. So we go back to high white. So it's just a matter of choosing which mode is, you know, more suited to the conditions or what you're looking at the time. Now I'm going to show you the zoom as well. So we're on 1.5, so we've gone to 2 by zoom, 3 by zoom, 4 by zoom, 5 by zoom, and 6 by zoom. So you can see there, look, it's pretty pixelated, isn't it? Once that zoom, you know, starts to go over about sort of 2, there's 1, 1.5 I think is probably the optimal, as you can see there. So that's what I'll leave it on anyway. Okay guys, so here I am walking up towards the camera from about 15 meters away. And as you can see, it really does pick up the heat signature off a person. So, you know, if you were using this in, say, like a law enforcement or security, you know, point of view, it would be ideal if you were scanning around bushes of a house or whatever, just to see if someone was hiding in the bushes. I mean, obviously it picks up the heat signature fairly well. So let's try it now with some bushes in the way. Okay guys, so I'm lying down in the long grass here, 25 yards from where the camera is. Now I'm lying right down. I've just barely got my head up. I can't even see the camera, but from this you should be able to see everything as clear as can be. Now we'll cycle through the 6 different color palettes for you to have a look at. Okay, so now I'll stand up and walk up towards the camera. Okay guys, so this is walking towards the LTO from a distance of 100 yards. Okay, so, you know, an adult person, you can see it, but you don't know what it is until it comes a bit closer. Then you'll be able to make out, you know, a bit more of an outline. So we're getting probably about 70 yards, closing into 50. And then you can see by the movement that it's, you know, a person. Okay, so what we're filming here, guys, is just walking in amongst the bushes. So you can see here, the heat signature picks up, it gets lost a little bit. And we're at 50 yards here. And you can see it picking up heat signature off the trunks of the trees, which I find interesting. But if you were using this as a surveillance device, you could clearly see that someone is amongst the bushes. But once it starts getting the really thick scrub, the heat signature seems to disappear completely. Okay guys, so what we're looking at here is 300 yards on the dot. Now I've got the other half down there looking straight at us here, but you absolutely cannot make it out here with the LTO tracker. Now looking around here, you can see the interference that we're getting, you know, with different heat signatures, and it seems like when you're not looking directly, you know, like straight onto whatever landscape you're looking at. See the interference that you get? You know, like that's just looking up into the sky. So coming back down again, look, there's no point in actually taking this out to 600 yards. I mean, if you can't see a person there at 300, it's pointless taking it out to 600. Alright guys, I'm going to finish up with my final thoughts on the Leupold LTO thermal monocular. Now look, honestly, I really wanted to test it out, and I've certainly done that in this review. Is it a 600 yard thermal monocular? No, definitely not. There's no practical application that I can see of this at those sort of ranges. I mean, I can't pick up a full-size human being, so, you know, picking up a roo or, you know, a dog or something that's smaller than a human, you're just not going to be able to do that. It doesn't matter what different color palette you've got it on, you're just not going to be able to do it. So if that's what your reason is for buying one of these or looking at buying one, I'd probably suggest don't, because you'll be extremely disappointed. However, on the other side of it, if you're using it as more of a security device, or you want to shoot and you just want to be able to shoot out to 100 yards of a night and be able to pick things up, perfect for that. Especially when walking around once you've shot game and you want to see where it's fallen, you know, turn it on and just walk around and have a look around. Perfect. It'll just pick everything up through the grass, no problem at all. On the security side of things, perfect for that as well, you know, because you're not looking with one of these in a security setting at a couple of 100 yards. You know, you might be walking around your house, just looking around in the backyard, that sort of thing. Perfect. It's going to just bring the person up and light them up like a Christmas tree, basically. So yes, I think it's a very good device, but not if you're trying to, you know, pick up heat signatures at those extended ranges. I wouldn't recommend it for that. Keep in mind, guys, that thermal imaging, if you're actually going to look at really high quality thermal imaging, you're paying big dollars for it. So the price tag for this, just under $1,000, is fair in my view. All right guys, hope you enjoyed the review. So till next time, we'll catch you then.